Hello, and I'm so excited for tonight's show. I have my role model, Chef Kirsten, for healthy living on as my guest tonight. I'm so, like I said, excited to talk to her and give you all some great GFree heart healthy tips. And I'm highlighting the no-G bar. Stay tuned. Hello and welcome to episode 12 of GFree and Happy. I'm your host, Kathy. This happens every Monday night, 7 p.m. Pacific time, 10 p.m. Eastern. And thank you for watching tonight because this is a special one. Chef Kirsten is my guest tonight. She's my role model for healthy living. I think she does a great job at providing me, because I'm a client of hers, really healthy, GFree, happy menu options every single week. But she also shows us so many great tips, and I wanted all of you to be able to see that. So she'll be on in a couple minutes talking heart healthy GFree tips. But first, a little bit about me. I've been GFree for 4 years now, actually this month. So this month is a big month for me, and it's all about heart healthy eating and having really great guests that give you a lot of information about eating healthy. And this show is brought to you by Ovali. Ovali TV hosts and produces live video events built to meet your objective. Visit ovali.tv to request a free 30-minute consultation today to find out more about going live with your brand. If you want to do a show like this every week, give ovali.tv a message on their website. So my product tonight, I'm very excited. It's kind of nerdy of me, but I get excited when I see at my gym or at my local stores a product that's GFree. And tonight I want to talk about, I think if you guys are on chat and you know how to pronounce it, hello, I think it's no-G. I forgot to look and see how you pronounce this. No-G or no-G? I kind of like no-G. But this is, if you can see, it is right there, no gluten. That made me happy. This packaging is exactly what I want to see a lot of gluten-free things say. Right in the front where I don't have to have a magnifying glass. Anyways, I tried it this morning when I saw it at the gym, and it's so yummy and so healthy. It doesn't have a lot of ingredients. Actually, I have the website, and we have a website snapshot. It's actually Elizabeth Hasselbeck, who is a big spokesperson in the media for gluten-free products and living, healthy living actually. And I'm very proud to highlight this product tonight because I really love the way she packaged it too, and the ingredients are wonderful. So if you're GFree or if you just want to have a healthy snack, keep these in your purse, your car, whatever, and have them on the go. So that is my product tonight, and like I said, go to it's actually nogii.com and check out all of the yummy bars. And she created this whole thing. It shows a little bit of a diagram of her logo and how she packaged it. It's a nice little story, and I support this. So if anybody wants to try it, go to their site today. So let's bring on this role model of mine. She is Chef Kirsten of mesadevida.com. Please check out mesadevida.com today. Actually, I want to, okay, there she is. Hi, how are you, Kirsten?
Hi, Kathy. I'm great. How are you?
I'm very well, thank you.
Fabulous.
Thank you for being on this. I was telling everybody before you started that you are such a role model for me and so many others. You all need to follow Kirsten at mesadevida.com. You can find her on Facebook and Twitter. Her Facebook images, every morning when I wake up, I turn on Facebook and there they are. They inspire me. And her emails too. She gives us great tips. And that's why I have her on the show tonight too, because you're going to share those with everybody.
Yes, I am. I'm so happy to, and I'm honored that you asked me, so thank you so much. I love your show.
Thank you. And why don't you tell us a little bit about yourself?
Yes, so my name is Chef Kirsten Helly, and my business, like you said, is Mesa de Vida, and that means Table of Life. And it basically wraps up everything that I want to share with this world as a chef and as somebody who overcame obesity, and I rewrote the family legacy for my family. I was 100 pounds overweight and a young mother, and was destined, I thought, to have the same fate as the rest of as a lot of my family, have heart disease, and ultimately an early death from heart disease. And so I wanted to change that for my family, and I all started off with just creating a new healthy family legacy, and as I say, one delicious recipe at a time, just small steps to live for a healthy future.
Very nice. One step at a time. I like that, because basically that's what I'm going through because of you, and a lot of our viewers too that are watching. We've all learned how to kind of put this healthy lifestyle into place from, I don't know, many years of kind of doing the low-fat diets and all the other things that we've tried. And I honestly think this is the best diet, the healthy living diet or a lifestyle diet. And it has, and mine is GFree, which you offer GFree menus. What I found on your last email that I just was so inspired, and I want to talk about that now. In fact, the next question is, can you share tips on how you live the healthy lifestyle? Just some of the tips you said on that video you gave us all that are parts of your members.
Yeah, well, basically, it was my moment. I was about 24 years old, and that started me onto this path. And the first step is I got visual. Actually, I visualized myself as an older, advanced age person, and what's many people's fate in this country with the diet-related disease that we have is living in a wheelchair, hospital bed, and ultimately just being extremely frail and dying early. I visualize myself instead as a vibrant person running around with my grandkids still in the backyard, and there's no reason why we can't live like that. We do not need to accept that fate of being in a wheelchair and an early death. After that, I honored my body. I felt very grateful for my body, and I wanted to treat it right. And so I wanted to give it the proper fuel it needs, which is pure, healthy, whole foods and moving our bodies the way they're meant to be moved. And then from there, once I had those visions in my mind and thoughts, I naturally wanted to live to take care of my body. So every choice I make is based on that. Is it going to hurt me or enhance my life? And then there are times, of course, when I choose to have a cupcake or I choose to have a wonderful meal out with my family where I'm not concerned about is there butter in there or not, because those choices are good for your heart health and your soul health. So it allows you to live the life that people always say you only live once, and you have to appreciate it. And there is a time and a place for that, as long as the majority of the time you are living a heart healthy lifestyle, and which makes you feel really great, of course. And then, of course, stop counting calories. I used to count calories. I used to read the nutrition information on the labels instead of what was in the product.
What's in the product, which is the most important part. The label part isn't as bad as what's in it. And I never got that tip until recently.
Yeah, absolutely. So many people are hung up on the fat content and the sugar content, when certain things have natural sugars that we would, I've seen somebody pick up a box of, I won't name the name of the cereal, but it's highly processed, but low calories, low fat, and low sugar. but it's completely processed. It's basically dust by the time you're eating it, and your body kind of doesn't really know how to process those things. You're better off with a bowl of steel-cut oats that have some fat in them, but they're healthy fat. They liquefy the fat that clogs our arteries. Good healthy fats are good for us. And so when you pay attention to really what's in the food, and is it good for your body, is it meant to be in your body, and what are the proper amounts, then it just naturally takes care of itself. You naturally end up having a good amount of calories, not excess, when you do that.
Well, let's talk about real fast, what are those healthy fats that you just mentioned? Can you name a couple?
Nuts, seeds, avocados, and good healthy oils like olive oil, of course, extra virgin organic olive oil, and avocado oil is very healthy too, and that's great for high heat cooking. And coconut oil, although it is a saturated fat, it isn't necessarily the kind that is like butter that is going to clog your arteries. So in moderation, that's a healthy fat too.
No, I didn't know that about coconut, but because it goes pretty high up, like I put popcorn in it. Is that a bad thing?
No, that's not a terrible thing. You're probably using maybe a tablespoon of it. So yes. No, that's not terrible at all. Okay. All in excess. Yeah. I mean, all in moderation.
Okay. So, and that's another tip that you did a show with me last year sometime, and you came over and did a demonstration, and you showed us, Jen and I, my daughter and I, what a portion size is. And that was not the portion that Jen and I were used to, because, you know, eating a half of an avocado and, you know, a big lump of hummus with veggies, you think that's really healthy for you. But actually that needs to be portioned too, doesn't it?
It does for weight control, yes. It is good for your heart, but weight control, that is. But you're better off eating that than a big, huge hunk of cheese. That is definitely going to lead to clogged arteries in excess. So
good point. Thank you.
So for weight control, yes.
Any other tips? Because I interrupted you.
Oh, it's okay. Let's see. So fruits and veggies, learn to love them, learn to appreciate them. They're so good for us. Use lots of spices and herbs to enhance them and bring out their flavors. Learn some really great recipes. And then moving your body. It really is necessary to move our bodies. The longest living humans, which is basically what I base all of my research on, is there are people who move their bodies. They don't end up retiring and sitting on a couch knitting. They keep moving. They eat fruits and vegetables. They eat heart-healthy fats and fish, and a mainly plant-based diet, and lots of healthy oils.
So a mainly plant-based diet. And in this email you sent recently to your members, you also mentioned that color. And I'm a huge person. I never was before, where I would do I've kind of designed my plate around, you know, yummy sandwich, yummy something, not how colorful the plate looked. And I think you gave me some great tips on make it colorful and add, and actually plan your meal around the vegetables and not the protein source.
Yeah, it's a really great tip because, you know, we're supposed to get 5 to 9 servings of vegetables a day, but so many people think that is just so hard to get. But when you do plan your meals around that, so for me, it's steel-cut oats with blueberries for breakfast, a big salad for lunch, and then I think about the protein source. You know, is it going to be chickpeas or some cooked chicken? And for dinner, you know, what great vegetables have we not had this week? Is it going to be something I can put into a casserole with some brown rice or brown rice pasta? Or is it going to be something that's a nice side dish that goes along with, you know, a protein source of our choice? So that should be our focus, not what protein we're going to get, because the majority of us get enough protein, and vegetables and fruit have protein. So, yeah.
I totally agree to that. And the next question, what foods are not heart healthy that might be a little surprising even to us, that we think might be healthy and they're not?
I would say, well, I think more people are getting to know this fact, but things like margarines and fat-free, pretty much anything that's chemically processed to be fat-free, those are no-nos. They are proven to clog the arteries. So, you know, in the 80s when the whole fat-free craze came out, people thought anything fat-free was fine for me. And they tend to add sugar and other processed ingredients to make up for the lack of fat. And that has led to a huge increase in heart disease and obesity. So definitely anything with the processed margarines or anything like that. And then just processed foods in general, like really watch out for crackers. They're a big one that so many people have as a staple in their daily lives. Goldfish crackers for kids, things like that. And just those, when you look at the list of ingredients, again, instead of looking at the, oh, it's low fat and low calorie, look at the list of ingredients on there and really think, is this something that should be in my body?
Yes, and I recently cut out the crackers from my diets. You know, I would have that with the hummus and the avocado, and instead I now have it with the veggies. I pick a colorful plate of those veggies, and I've seen a huge difference in just cutting those out.
Oh, good for you. And you'll probably experience a lot more energy. I have found there's a couple of brown rice crackers that are really good, but I've noticed a lot of the GFree crackers, unfortunately, they still can be kind of highly processed. So, of course, there is a time and a place for that in a healthy diet. But in general, limiting those as much as possible.
Well, being on a GFree diet too, we eat a lot of oh, I'm hot. Sorry. We eat a lot of brown rice and quinoa pasta. And are those healthy, heart healthy too?
I believe so, yeah. If you look at the ingredients, they're generally like 2 to 3 ingredients. They're very, very simple, and they're things that you would find in your kitchen. So quinoa, usually some sort of gluten-free flour like tapioca flour. All of those are completely natural, and basically water and salt is all that else, the other things that are in there. Some stabilizers, as long as they're healthy stabilizers like the tapioca starch, completely fine.
Well, and then let's talk about the next question I have, and let's talk about stocking our kitchens to be heart healthy. This was another thing I got from you, and in fact, my husband, I think, tried to look for things over the weekend and couldn't find the old stuff we used to have. It's a learning experience to get the new snacks and the new healthy things in there. So tell us a couple things we should always stock.
Well, I think it's really easy if you go through the bulk food section and you stock up on your grains. So brown rices, quinoas, all of those delicious things that are going to be kind of round out your meals. Then fruits and vegetables galore, as many as you can find. I know going to the grocery store isn't convenient, a couple times a week for most people. So I rely heavily as a busy mom with a busy business on frozen vegetables and fruits a lot. I add the frozen veggie or fruits to my smoothies, to my green smoothies. I buy chopped kale, chopped spinach, chopped broccoli, all of those really delicious things that are quick and easy to just warm up or throw into a stir fry after thawing in the morning. And then beans are really fabulous for heart health. They're no cholesterol actually, and they actually help move cholesterol out of your body. They're high in fiber, and they're a wonderful thing to base your meals on. So if you have some canned tomatoes, canned beans, and some frozen veggies in your refrigerator, I think you can make a wonderful meal pretty much out of anything. And lots of herbs and spices.
Well, and those frozen veggies too, retraining myself and not buying the crackers and the cereals loaded with stuff. I have actually budgeted. I mean, I have money to spend on a lot more things that I can enjoy, like all the veggies. And I was thinking of even doing like a veggie delivery service because now I have more money.
Absolutely, yeah. I get that a lot, that living a lifestyle like this is expensive. And yes, the fruits and vegetables, when they're good, high quality, are expensive. But like you said, you're not buying frozen pizzas. You're not buying all those other things that you're eating everything you buy, and it's good for you, and you're satisfied with it.
And you being a chef, you do a lot of baking for your clients too. So name a couple flours. I haven't tried all the flours out there. I know a lot of our viewers have, but name a couple that you would recommend. There's that wonderful pancake recipe you have on mesadevida.com that's made out of quinoa. But what's another kind of flour we can use to bake with that's healthy?
My go-to for baking when I just need something that I don't want to think about the mixtures and the measurements is the Bob's Red Mill
Oh,
gluten-free flour,
okay.
all-purpose. That's my favorite. And then from there, I have clients that we get really creative. So tapioca flours, potato starches, teff flour is wonderful. I bake like if I'm going to make a quiche for one of my clients who have severe gluten intolerances, we use teff flour and it makes a beautiful dough. And I make raviolis with it,
Wow.
almond flour with a bit of tapioca flour. You have to really watch the recipes on those and play around with them a lot. But it's possible to make gluten-free ravioli. It's delicious too. And gnocchi we make with sweet potatoes.
Yeah,
Yeah,
with
really
sweet
great.
potatoes too. I had never seen that. I've used a lot more sweet potatoes in my diet since being on your menus too.
Yeah,
Um,
yeah.
can you tell me also the potatoes versus the sweet potatoes in the health way? You know, what's the difference?
Well, they're healthy. They're both healthy. Even white potatoes are a healthy food, but they do spike your insulin level. They're high on they have a high glycemic load. So, from time to time, maybe once or twice a month, I'll include them in, and so maybe once a week is when I would recommend having it because they are nutritious and they have valuable nutrition that our bodies need. But definitely balance it out with protein to help control the spike in insulin. And there's so many other wonderful foods to eat as your carbohydrate source. So like the sweet potatoes and the quinoas and brown rices, where I pretty much, as you know from the menus, they're almost 100% unprocessed, even of processed pastas like quinoa pasta or brown rice pasta, maybe once a week. There's just so many other options.
And at the end here, I want to talk about your menus because I've learned a ton from being a part of your menus every week. But I have one more question about fast foods. A gluten-free person has a hard time trying to figure out where to go or what to do with fast foods, or if you're on the go and you need to hurry up and make a quick meal, what kind of fast foods do you suggest for gluten-free lifestyle?
Well, for always being prepared for that, because I know myself, if I'm not prepared, your body starts telling you, I need to eat, I need to eat. And that's when these things start coming in your mind, like, oh, I'll just stop here and get this. I'll just stop here. So having, I think, nuts and fruit with you at all times helps keep all of those away. And sometimes I don't have time to stop for lunch, so nuts and seeds are my lunch. And then when I do get to my destination or a store that has a salad bar, that's what I'll grab. For dinners, things like instead of going through the drive-through, run into the store, take 5 or 10 minutes, and run in and get something like.
She froze. She'll be back. Actually, that was a tip I got from her a while ago too. It's when, in fact, I do it all the time now with my husband and I when we travel. Oh, wait, hold on. Let's get her back on. But
oops, sorry, are we here?
yeah, I was just gonna continue your conversation. Tell about you're not on video though.
I'm coming back on now.
Okay, there she is.
Sorry.
So when you were going to say that you'd go into a store instead of the fast food place and say what you were going to pick out at the store.
Sorry. So roasted rotisserie chicken is great, and a bagged salad is fine, or go through the salad bar and make a nice little mixture. Most grocery stores, I know the big name, whole and organic ones have great salad bars with great things like quinoa salads. But even the kind of more everyday grocery stores, I've noticed are carrying things like that, or just buy a can of beans, add some chili powder, and smash them up and make some homemade refried beans in just minutes to go along with it.
That's a good idea. I love refried beans. Mm-hmm. So just get a chili beans?
Yeah, just I like kidney beans or black beans, okay. And then I just add some chili powder, some cumin, some dried oregano, add a little vegetable broth to thicken it, and smash it all up.
And what do you eat with that, though? You just don't eat it by itself.
No, that would be along with say the roasted chicken that's
Okay.
already roasted for you, and some vegetables or salad. Pretty easy.
Oh, I'll try that. Actually, you've also given me a lot of great spice ideas too. So let's talk about what you do. In fact, gluten-free community, hello. You should be checking out Kirsten, and I have a really pretty little logo here right on my website there. She does gluten-free menus, weekly menus, and there's a picture. Can you show the menu again? She sends this. I mean, look at how gorgeous this is. She gives you 5 ideas plus a bonus dessert. She gives you a shopping list, and you also get tips, and you learn how to shop gluten-free and doing the healthy lifestyle. I have to say there's no brainer in any of this, especially if you're a busy mom or you're working, whatever. I recommend, and that's why I have you on here as a Healthy Heart Week too, because you are my role model.
Oh, thank you. I hope to be. You know, it's spreading to my family. It makes me so happy. My mother is now kind of getting on board, and I try not to preach anything like that. You know, I set off for my own family, of course. And my brother, who has kidney disease, he's started living a heart healthier lifestyle and has lost some weight. My mom has, and it just makes me so happy to be able to help other people.
It is. It's really nice when I can learn, because this year is a big year for me, and I plan on, when I turn the big 50 in September, I'm going to be the best shape and the best health I've ever been in. And I think it's because of you and trainers out there that I listen to. And I think it's a big deal when you put in your circle of people, healthy lifestyle people. And so, Kirsten, thank you so much. And I want to hear where you're going to be in events, and also how we can find you. And hello, little boy.
He just couldn't wait very much longer. So I'm really honored it hasn't really been announced big time yet, but the American Heart Association has asked me to be the facilitator for their Better You campaign for 2013. So I'm going to be helping with that. I will be on New Day Northwest on March 5th, talking about more heart-healthy cooking and stocking a heart-healthy pantry. And I am going to be starting to do free workshops just for anybody who wants to come and learn about healthy menu planning and how to live a heart-healthy lifestyle, and just make it a no-brainer, like you said, just an easy way to live your life, and hopefully doing it to create a new healthy family legacy for yourself.
I think you do a great job, and I want to be at that workshop when you have them.
Thank you. I hope you will be.
And congratulations on the Heart Healthy or the Heart Association. Total understand why you are.
Thanks.
But that's wonderful.
It's they're the Mrs. Washington International is the that's their platform for the pageant, and I'm also their nourishment coach. So it goes hand in hand. So yeah,
a perfect match for this beautiful lady that does such great jobs and such great inspiration for all of us. So thank you, Kirsten.
Thank you, Kathy. Thanks for everything you do too.
Oh, thank you. I'm sorry, I'm really hot in the studio, burning up lights here, and I'm wearing pink. So that was Kirsten, and I'm so glad you guys were able to watch, because I can't say enough about that lady. Check out mesadevida.com, sign up for her newsletter and her Facebook, because she's really informative about living a healthy lifestyle. And so you can check me out too at gfreeandhappy.com, and I'm on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. And thank you so much, all of you, for watching tonight. It means a lot, because heart healthy, living a heart healthy, G-free lifestyle is what I do now. See you next week.